If you'd like to learn and get ideas of how to use grants to grow your business, follow these 3 steps. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde. Welcome. Please subscribe to the #1 community for real estate, income, grants, and credit. So if you'd like to learn how to use grants to grow your business, grow your vision, make sure you watch the video to the end. Leave a comment below if you need help with anything. So with grant season well underway, there are millions of dollars of grants all around the country that's up for grabs for small business. Now many times the focus is on finding the grants and then getting the grants. Oftentimes we don't talk about how to actually use the grants after you receive it. So many times we're focusing on how we're going to actually prepare ourselves to get in position to be able to get the grant. But we never focus on what we're going to do with the money to be able to grow our business afterwards. Now you don't want to use grants just to pay off bills. Many times there are grants that are available for operational expenses and to basically help a business recover with not being able to hire or generate business and keep their doors open. So there are grants that are allocated and help with operational expenses. Now you actually want to make sure that you can certainly keep your operation going. However, your primary focus with grants is using the grants to expand. So you need to actually use the grants as a springboard to basically move you to the next level, to take you to where you never have thought you could go or where you never endeavored that your business and your vision could go. And in order to use grants properly to be able to grow your business, you need to follow these 3 steps. Number 1 is strategy. So having strategy around your business is everything. It's not just about grants. It's about the strategy. What's your marketing strategy? What's your sales strategy? And what's your grant strategy? The grants are free money that you don't have to pay back. It's an infusion of money into your business. It's infusing the money into the business so that the business can actually stay alive, grow, and also prosper. And with that grant coming into your business, whether you have a trucking business, a transportation business, a retail operation, a service-based business, a product-based business, what is the strategy behind that business? What is the grant coming into? This is one of the key things that we teach our entrepreneurs in our network to understand how to properly structure and also strategize their businesses so they can actually grow their business and constantly get grants coming into their business. The next thing and the second step that's very important in growing your business using grants is connection. You need to understand the power of connection, that grants are a springboard. These grants are actually going to help you get in a different spotlight. You're really joining a class of its own because many people apply for grants. Many people don't receive them. So those who actually receive in your local area, in your region, statewide, nationally, you're actually an exclusive club of grant recipients and grant award winners. And that puts you in a different spotlight where you actually are strategically placed in order to connect. Now, making the right connections is key. You need to know how to do that. How do you actually take your business and your brand and insert it with key connections that can actually help you grow and expand into different networks? And the third step and key in using grants to be able to grow your business is expansion. Now, this comes with actually a mindset shift and also getting the proper mentorship. Your mind should actually be on expansion before you even get the grant. Because when you get the grant, you want to hit the ground running. You want to get the grant. If it's a $5,000 grant, you want to see how you can take that $5,000 and turn it into $50,000 or $500,000. You actually want to have your mind on expansion. So it's very important to actually get around the right people and make sure that your mindset is actually fixed for expansion, that you have a vision and a laid out plan for what you're going to be doing with the money so that you can actually expand. You don't want to actually get this money and then stay in the same position. You don't want to get this money and then need another one the following month. You want to get this money and that can take you to a different level. And then you start playing on a different and a higher level financially so that you are better off. You want to have a stellar year, a stellar season. You want to take your vision and materialize it. So when you get the money, you actually know how to actually take this and expand. It doesn't mean that you're going to spend all of it. It could be that you can actually spend a quarter of it or half of it and still expand. And just keep the rest. Have the others basically just use as reserves. But having a clear-cut plan will help you to know that you can actually use either a portion of this or the entirety of it in order to be able to help you expand. So that's the whole purpose of grants. Grants are meant to be a springboard that can actually take you and game change what you have going on. Change everything that you thought in your outlook and your perspective, but also and primarily give you hope. So I'd like to share a few examples of entrepreneurs that have used grants to be able to springboard and grow their businesses leveraging grants. So the grant that we're going to be talking about is the Verizon Small Business Digital Ready $10,000 grant. Now, I've shared this here on my channel, and we also have a lot of information on this in our resource area. And the Verizon Small Business Digital Ready grant is actually a grant that's meant to help small businesses increase and sustain in the digital economy. So this is actually primarily focused on entrepreneurs who actually want to be relevant and actually play in the digital economy, expand their businesses, and grow their businesses. So in order to accomplish helping these entrepreneurs, Verizon partnered up with the LISC, the Local Initiative Support Corporation, to give over $1 million in grants in $10,000 increments to small business entrepreneurs. And they call these entrepreneurs Small Business Digital Ready users. Now these are entrepreneurs that actually won the $10,000 grant from Verizon. And they've come back to share their story of how they've used the grants to be able to grow their businesses in remarkable ways. So the first entrepreneur we're going to be looking at is ASM Education Center in Rockville, Maryland. So they actually were interviewed and asked about how the grant, the $10,000 grant, really helped support their business and expand their business. And this was their response. And they said, to be honest, that win felt so good and confirmed for us that we're still on track. With the grant, we also put a bit more capital into our overall operation to maintain the customer-facing office as well as supplement instructors' salaries. ASM is now charting new levels of success and expanding vital programs, including career skills training to Afghan refugees. So they were actually able to take this grant and springboard their business and their educational facilities to the next level. Not only were they able to sustain getting more instructors coming in and also sustaining the current instructors that they have, but they were actually able to expand their vision and grow it to a new level. So sometimes you're going to use grants to be able to maintain, but oftentimes, and most of the time, you want to actually use grants to market and grow. That capital should be specifically used to basically springboard you, to make things easier for you and make a better tomorrow for you. The next entrepreneur we're going to be looking at is Cha Community out of Waco, Texas. So this is a tea company in Waco, Texas, and they've actually received this $10,000 grant. And their response for how they used the grant to grow their tea company was this. They said that the grant was a game changer for our small business. We had challenges with navigating the pandemic, federal relief dollars, and as a result, we had limited cash flow as the pandemic put pressure on our business. With the help of the Verizon grant, however, we were able to finish building out our boba tea cafe in Temple, Texas, without taking on more debt. It was just as helpful and needed to offset construction costs and keep the project flowing. We successfully opened in March of 2022. So this actually helped them expand outside of Waco into another part of Texas and actually expand their business, getting them more sales. So they actually used this grant to establish another location. And that's how you actually expand your business and start to grow, by having the vision, having the strategy, having the connection, and also making sure that you're using the grant dollars effectively so that you actually are planting seeds that will grow for you in the future. And the third and final entrepreneur is I Care Clean in Los Angeles, California. So they actually also received a $10,000 grant. And when asked about how the grant impacted their business, they actually had this to say. They said, once the pandemic hit, we had to change our way of thinking. After taking Verizon courses and getting the grant, we invested in our digital marketing strategy. Our approach became more Google ads and online search results, as well as social media. So you see what I'm talking about. They used the grant to basically invest in marketing, thereby giving them more sales, giving them more traffic to their offer as well as their business. So this is all about strategy, making sure that you're using grants effectively to grow your business. So this is what we talk about in our accountability group. We talked about strategy. We talk about how to use grants to grow. We not only talk about how to find grants and get grants, and we have access to grants in our community, in our resource area. We have thousands of grants some of them are off-market grants. You're not going to find them online because we're entrenched in the grant world. In the private grant world, we have grants coming from all around the country that you cannot even find online. So this is something that we actually discuss in our accountability group, and we'd like to invite you to join us for our accountability group. If you're an entrepreneur and you're looking to see how you can actually start a business, grow your business, get yourself going in sales, and also getting grants coming into your business's consistent income stream, you can actually join us for our accountability group. We actually meet, we strategize, we talk. We are entrepreneurs from all around the country. We also have a monthly giveaway. So I'd like to invite you to join our accountability group. You can do so by joining our network and going to my website at AskRinde.com, clicking on join and getting started today. We talk to you about how to actually strategize your business so that maybe we can share with you something that you have not seen. Maybe you're struggling, you're stuck We want to help you get unstuck. We want to help you start to generate sales, and most importantly, get grants coming into your business as an income stream. So we teach you that in our grants masterclass, and we also share more how to strategize for business in our accountability group. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is AskRindeNetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.